then there is going to be trying to use stock photos or stock thingies. But when you do lives,
Yeah.
for me in the beginning when I did lives, I can tell you my first 2 lives, I was speaking like a squirrel that was high on Red Bull and coffee. I spoke I did an hour's live in 15 minutes. And the second time I did that, my daughter was like, Ma, I don't think anybody can understand you. You're going to have to slow down on this. But my lives, I just kept on pushing through and kept on doing it. And it got better and better, the calmer that I got. Your life is also, it's not just for selling. It's the same as your content. It's to pique people's interest that there's something like this out there. There is something where they can work less and make more. There is that backup. You just get them interested enough to check it out. I used to, in my life, tell people, just go and check it out. The information doesn't cost you anything. You guys currently, you've got a PDF in the 2.0 version. You've got a PDF where people can click on a PDF and watch a testimonial. That is the most amazing freebie to give away. I'm like, you better write the back of your freebie. I'll be with my content. If I go live, I'm like, I've got a free PDF. You can grab the link, go check it out. If you like what you see, send me your questions. If you don't, at the bottom, there's the small little word, unsubscribe. Click it and you'll never get an email from me again. But at least go check it out. So my lives and my content is just to spark interest. So when you go live, the more you can relax and the more that you can just share your story, it doesn't need to be perfect. Even from the beginning, it doesn't need to be perfect. It'll grow slowly but easily. You will learn who you want to attract and your lives will go more towards that.
I found doing the lives made me be able to explain the program more easily and just to sort of structure how I explained it, and all my storytelling and why I'm doing it and that sort of thing, because it's sort of, that's what you're doing to show up in your life, because you're just there, especially on TikTok, because no one can talk to you. And you can be like, you're sort of presenting, and that, I really fine-tuned actually and it made me understand it more of being able to explain it to people in lives.
And you can ask them, so who wants to see the type of wins that people are having inside the community? If you mind, drop a 1, show them what it looks like in the community. You're allowed to do that. Show them the wins, but just strike up conversation.
Okay, that sounds
But your
good.
life, Tracy, it's more to help you in the beginning to grow, to take that next step.
Help you craft your message.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I want to say one thing. I think lives are really important because, I mean, if you wouldn't have been on a live and it would have just been content, it wouldn't have resonated.
It wouldn't have engaged.
Yeah, I resonated with content. You resonated with the live.
Yeah, for me, I was like, oh man, this lady's real. She actually said my name. She's talking back to me. That was huge. And I feel like because there's so much out there in the online space, it made me realize that she was a real person and there was somebody behind her content. I don't even think I had seen your content. I didn't even see your content. I just saw the live. And that's what really helped me, because she was answering people's questions. And I was like, wow, and I didn't know about lives. So I thought, wow, she's answering their questions. She's talking back and forth to me. I want this. So that was, for me, I was like, this is huge. And I was looking, but I didn't know who to trust. And that's what gave me the trust factor. So that's why I think lives are
amazing.
They're amazing. Yes, you got to do a live.
I think it's
so. Yuri, go ahead.
I said, I think it's going to be the key that's going to be the turnaround for me, and probably even help me to do the stories better then, because
because you'll know when your story is landing, because people will start engaging. But
right.
Thank you for sharing. You're like, I've landed my story, and then you just get really, really, really good at that. But if you go live,
I'm really terrible at them.
You just haven't landed that story yet with people.
And then when they start asking you questions, use your email questions and use on your lives when they start asking questions. When you get a lot of the same questions, create content on that.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you so much, and all of you. Have a wonderful, blessed time together.
Thank you. Thanks, Jackie.
Yeah, thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
I want to answer 2 questions from the chat real quick. So one person said, how important is your domain? Your domain is what really brands you, like what you want to be known for. Like my domain is, I have 2 domains, Modern Mom Success and Daily Pay Business. So when you pick a domain, it's really important because it's what's really will help you stand apart. That's why it was so important in this program that you could get your own domain so you could work on branding you. Now, with all that being said, though, make sure it's something easy to say, easy to spell, and easy to remember. Mostly if you're marketing on TikTok, because you can't put a link in the comments, so they have to leave the platform and put the website in. So that's just something important to remember. What was the other question?
Was it about
That was really good.
the earning money one?
Oh, what do you do if you haven't earned money?
Yeah,
Guess what? Every single person starts with no customers.
yeah. Yeah.
Everybody starts that way, right? And it's not about what you've made because you're not paying their bills. It's about them seeing them having that transformation because of what you shared. So, and by the way, 100%, I will say 100% of the people that have ever asked me on a live if you've made money, they did that, just said, shh.
No.
It wasn't because they cared. It was because they were trying to come at you. So this is what I used to say. And I still to this day. Right, because if I honestly told people how much I made, they would think I was lying, right? You know, and you'll never win. You'll never win with that question, right? So this is what I say. So let me ask you this question. Are you asking me how much I've made because you want to see if this is right for you and you're ready to get going? Or are you asking me how much I've made because you're trying to come at me, right? I literally say that to people because what I've made will never pay your bills. So if you want to ask me right now, hey, Michelle, how can I make $10,000 a month? I will walk you through a process. All you need is 12 customers a month to make $10,000 a month. I will walk you through that process. Is that what you would like? And I just turn it back around.
That's good.
Yeah.
But I want to say something too. I don't think it's that important to know how much somebody's making. For me, it was, she knew her program. And I asked questions and she responded and she gave me the answers that I needed. And I think so many of us are out there looking for that. And a lot of us we're not looking to make money. We're looking to solve a problem that we already had originally. I wasn't looking for that at first. I just wanted to understand like automation and I had done so many different programs and none of them were giving me the information that I needed. And she knew her program. So I asked the questions, she answered them, and I was like, that's what I needed to hear. It wasn't, I don't care how much money she's making because it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't matter for you. It matters for me. So I needed to learn that. And that's what I think is huge is, you know, your program.
And I think the right person, the person ready to get started, the person looking for something to start online, doesn't care how much you've made. Honestly, they don't care. They will not even ask that type of question. I've never, ever, the people that has asked me about that, how much have you made? Bring your proof. I'm like, oh, you know, in the old days, you would have been happy just to see a piece of my knee. And then in my older years, you would be like, can you make a braaibroodjie if you're from South Africa? Now you want to ask me my bank statement? No. They only do that for a sting. That's not going to be your customer. You can show them all your proof in any way. It doesn't matter. I can show them my millions. Michelle can show them her millions. And they'll still have something. They're not asking you that question because they want your proof in order to buy from you. Never. The person ready to get started doesn't want your proof. They want to be like, how can I get started? How do I know I'm going to get support? And, you know, what's my next step?
So the thing about the storytelling around this is you are solving a problem. You are solving a problem for someone. And the way I always think about the program, it's just a vehicle to get there. It's not, don't focus on the program. It's just the vehicle that people use to get, to solve the problem or whatever's going on for them or looking for what they're looking for in their lives or change or, leaving their jobs or whatever. For me, it's, burned out business owners that, went into business for freedom and all that sort of stuff. And you end up being in a worse situation because you can't even go on holidays because you're still
You're businessing.
Exactly. So don't focus on the program itself. And it's, like being people asking how much you're making and all that, how much you're making and all that sort of thing. It's just, it's not about that.
Monday?
Yeah.
Or, no,
It's Thursday. We are Thursday, not Monday.
You want to introduce yourself? Where are you from? Anna and Marietta from California, Northern California. I think you've seen her son walk by too. One of the guys walk by. Yeah. Yeah, we're just doing the Thursday. We've been sharing stories. Okay.
Storytelling.